Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Aditya Lusir Rahmat from S1 Accounting 2017 study program. I want to present my thesis research. The title is The Influence of Profession Ethics, Professionalism, and Leadership Style on the Performance of Government Internal Auditors. Next. Chapter 1 consists of background, research questions, research objectives, research benefits. Chapter 2 consists of supporting theories, theoretical frameworks, and hypothesis development. Chapter 3 consists of research time and place, research design, population and sample, instrument development, and data analysis technique. Chapter 4 consists of data description, results, and discussion. Chapter 5 consists of conclusion, implication, research limitation, and recommendations for further research. Chapter 1, Introduction. Background. In recent years, public demand for implementation of transparency and accountability have increased in order to create good corporate governance. There is a phenomenon related to the performance of auditors that occurs in Indonesia, which causes an increase in cases of corruption, collusion, and nepotism in the community, both in the government and private sectors. Auditors who work for the Indonesian government are divided into two parts, namely internal auditors who carry out supervision and control over state and regional finance, and external auditors who conduct audits of the management and financial responsibilities of the central and regional governments. Government internal auditor, which are within the Central Financial and Development Supervisory Agency or BPKP, and representative office of every province in Indonesia, and internal auditors in all parts of the Indonesian government, both central and regional, state institution, state-owned enterprises or BUMN, and regional-owned enterprises or BUMD. The government external auditors are in the Indonesian government organization, namely the Supreme Audit Agency or BPK, which is located in the center and the representative office of each province in Indonesia. Cases involving the performance of the government internal auditors, namely an audit conducted by the APAP of the Regional Police General Supervision Inspectorate, where there are still many audit findings that are not detected by APAP as an internal auditor, but are found by an external auditor, namely the BPK. Research questions. Number 1, does profession ethics affect the performance of the government internal auditors? Number 2, does professionalism affect the performance of the government internal auditors? Number 3, does leadership style affect the performance of government internal auditors? Research objective. Number 1, to determine the effect of profession ethics on the performance of government internal auditors. Number 2, to determine the effect of professionalism on the performance of government internal auditors. Number 3, to determine the effect of leadership style on the performance of government internal auditors. Research benefits. Number 1, theoretical benefits. The result of the study are expected to support attribution theory, where there is an explanation of behavior related to the characteristics and attitudes of the auditors in carrying out audit tasks. Then, it's also expected to support performance theory by explaining the factors that influence the behavior and performance of auditors in carrying out their duties. Auditor performance evaluation is beneficial for organization development. Through performance evaluation results can be known the actual condition of the auditor's performance. Number 2, practical benefits. The result of this research are expected to use as suggestion or input and motivation for auditors who work at the BPKP representative of Jakarta province in carrying out their duties and responsibilities. Chapter 2, literature review. Grand theory. There is two grand theory. Number 1, performance theory. Performance, according to Gibson, describes the form of work done by a person, both the quality of its job, as well as how much work of tasks can be completed by an employee. The following are factors that influence the behavior and performance of an employee in doing his job according to Gibson, namely, number 1, individual factors, consists of background, expertise, and demographics. Number 2, psychological factors, consists of impressions, characteristics, encouragement, and learning. Number 3, organizational factors, consists of leadership, job design, resources, achievement system, and institutional structure. Into this study, BPK representative province as an agent is assumed want to profit from the audit work. The audit work is completed according to the planned time with the leadership style of the BPK representative of Jakarta province, which is carrying out on their internal auditor, while the internal auditor as the party responsibilities for independence are assumed to receive income in accordance with the professional service that has been carrying out and their profession ethics to be able to produce good performance and support good governance in accordance with the expectation of community as principles. Then attribution theory, according to Fritz Heider, the originator of attribution theory is a theory that explains a person's behavior. Attribution theory explains behavior related to a person's characteristics and attitudes. Thus, the attitudes or characteristics of the person can be known only by looking at his behavior. And it can also reflect a person's behavior in dealing with certain situations. Attribution theory is relevant to explain the aspect of professional ethics, professionalism, and leadership style on the performance of government internal auditors in this research because it can be associated with the auditor's attitude in making an assessment of the auditor's own performance. There is other supporting theories. There is audit, then auditor, and government internal auditor, then government internal supervisory apparatus audit standards or APAP, and performance. There is a research gap in this research. There is contradiction in the profession ethics variable. There is contradiction of the profession ethics that has positive effect and positive and significant effect. There is contradiction of professionalism variable. There is positive effect and has no effect. There is contradiction too of professionalism variable. Then there is contradiction for leadership style variable. Then hypothesis development. Following is model framework, namely profession ethics, has a positive effect on the performance of government internal auditors, or H1. Then professionalism has a positive effect on the performance of government internal auditor, or H2. And leadership style has a positive effect on the performance of government internal auditor, or H3. Then chapter 3, research methodology. There is a step to the research methodology. Number 1 is research time. This research was conducted from January to April 2022. Background of the research and the preparation of chapter 1 was complete in January. The theoretical foundation and preparation of chapter 2 were complete in February, and research and methods and chapter 3 complete in March 2022. Then research plates, research design, population. The population in this research were in the BPKP representative Jakarta, and then sample to this research. Then instrument development. There is of its variable, there is conceptual definitions and operation definitions. Government internal auditor performance is the result of work achieved by the auditor is in carrying out of his duty in accordance with the responsibilities assigned to him, and becomes one of the benchmarks used to determine whether a job will be good or otherwise. Then there is the conceptual definition of profession ethics and operational definition. Then professionalism and leadership style for conceptual definition and operational definition. Then there is analysis technique. Consists of 2, descriptive statistical analysis and inferential statistical analysis. Descriptive statistical analysis provides a description of data based on data preparation in the form of tables, graphs, median, calculations, mean, standard deviations, maximum value, minimum value, and calculation of the percentage of research variables. Then inferential statistical analysis. In this research, inferential analysis data analysis was measured using smart PLS software, starting from the measurement model or outer model, structural model or inner model, and hypothesis testing. The reason for using in this approach because the analytical method is powerful. It doesn't have to meet the requirement of the assumption data of normality, and the sample size does not have to be large. Then there is two measurement model. Number one, convergent validity test. Number two, discriminant validity test. In the convergent validity test, the factor loading was value on the latent variable will be valid. It is an indicator value of 1.7. Comparability will be accepted if the result obtained from the AVE value bigger than 0.50. Then number two, discriminant validity test. In evaluating discriminant validity, the researcher is the criteria presented by Forner-Lacker and Fox-Rodrigues. Number three, composite reliability test and Cron-Betz alpha test. Then structural model or inner test. Number one, R square. R square values include 1.75 is strong, 0.50 is moderate, and 0.25 is weak. The higher R value indicates that the higher the percentage of variance of the endogenous variables influenced by the exogenous variables. Then number two, path coefficients, and number three, hypothesis testing. Then chapter 4, results and discussion. There is a primary data collection. This test is carried out by distributing questionnaires through the Google Form platforms to the government internal auditors who work at the BPKP DKI Jakarta province with the number of prospective respondents, namely 81 auditors. The process of distributing these questionnaires will take place from May to June. There is the results only 88% that can be used. Then primary data processing. This test is carried out by testing the government internal auditors who work out at the BPKP for DKI Jakarta province using Microsoft Excel for this descriptive statistical analysis and smart PLS for inferential statistical analysis. Here is the results for measurement model. Convergent validity test results based on outer loadings value by looking at the value of outer loadings, the construct of profession ethics, professionalism, and research style, and performance of government internal auditors based on table. Number one, for the profession ethics variable, which consists of 12 questions, it shows that 11 questions has an outer loading value of 0.7, which it means these 11 segments AP1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 are valid and can be used for the next test. But one question item is EP7 can be now for the value of outer loadings because there is a singular matrix problem in the question, so that EP7 question item cannot be used for the next test. For the next slide, I will explain. Then number two, the professionalism variable, which consists of 12 questions, so all questions have an outer loadings value of 0.7, which means these 12 statements are valid and can be used for the next test. Then for the leadership style variable, which consists of 9 questions, is so that all questions have an outer loadings value of 0.7, which means that these 9 statements are valid and can be used for the next test. Then for the performance variable of government internal auditor, which consists of 12 questions, it shows that all questions have an auto-loading value of 0.7, which means that these 12 statements are valid and can be used for the next test. That is a singular matrix problem. A singular matrix problem is square matrix that has no inverse matrix. This becomes a problem in calculating regression coefficient and correlation, where the inverse matrix plays an important role. This can happen, one of them, because if there is two perfectly collinear variables in the question EP7 and EP8 have the same answers to all respondents, which result in a singular matrix problem on the PLS algorithm operating system in the smart PLS application. Suggestions given by the operating system is to eliminate one of the questions, EP7 or EP8. Thus, the researcher eliminated the EP7 questions to be able to proceed to the next test stage. Then there is convergent validity test results based on average variance extracted, or AVE. It can be explained that AVE value for the 4 variables in the study is bigger than 0.5, where the AVE value is 0.785 for the profession ethics variable, and AVE value of 0.798 for the variable professionalism, then AVE value of 0.867 for the leadership variable, and AVE value of 0.817 for the government internal auditor performance variable. Thus, it can be concluded that all indicators used to measure that variables in the study are valid and acceptable. Then, the result of the discriminant validity test based on the Fornell-Lacker creation for the construct of professional ethics, professionalism, leadership style, and performance of government internal auditors based on table can be explained. The value of square root FE of professionalism is 0.893, where this value is greater than the correlation value of professionalism with professional ethics of 0.659. This result indicates that the value of the discriminant validity test is acceptable or valid. Then the value of the square root FE of leadership style is 0.931, where this value is greater than the correlation value of leadership style with professionalism of 0.526. Then the correlation value of the leadership style is also greater than the correlation value of professional ethics of 0.67. This result indicated that the value of the discriminant validity test is acceptable and or valid. Then the square root FE for the value of the government internal auditor value performance is 0.904, where this value is greater than the correlation value of the government internal auditor performance with leadership style of 0.561. Then the correlation value of the performance of government auditor is also greater than the correlation value of the professionalism and professional ethics of 0.814 and 0.541. This result indicated that the value of the discriminant validity test is acceptable or valid. Then it is a result of the composite reliability test and Cronbach's alpha of the 4 variables in the study. Based on the table, explain that all of the variables in this research have composite reliability values and Cronbach alpha bigger than 0.7, which is 0.976, then 0.979, then 0.983, and 0.982 for each composability test value, and 0.973, then 0.977, 0.981, and 0.980 for its value of construct alpha. Thus, it can be concluded that all constructs in the study are reliable and carry out further analysis tests. Next. This is table the result of the discriminant validity test based on the cross-loaded value. Based on the table, shows that all cross-loaded values in the related construct are greater than the cross-loaded value in other constructs. Therefore, in conclude that all constructs have good discriminant validity. As you can see, there is is greater than other discriminant than other construct. Then the result of the R-square test from this study. Based on the table, it can be explained that the result of the R-square test of for 0.695 indicated that professional ethics, professionalism, and leadership style in the influencing the performance of government in the auditor are 0.695 or 69.5% or moderate, while the remaining 0.305 or 30.5% influenced by other variables not found in the study. Then the result of the PET coefficients test from the study based on the table, it can be explained that exogenous variable profession ethics to endogenous variable performance of government internal auditors have a value of minus 0.133. Exogenous variable professionalism to endogenous variable performance of government internal auditors have a value of 0.774. Exogenous variables leadership style to variables endogenous performance of government internal auditor has a value of 0.243. Thus, the direction of the relationship of professional ethics to the performance of government internal auditor is negative. Then, the direction of the relation of professionalism and leadership style to the performance of government internal auditor is positive. Then, based on the table, which is the result hypothesis testing or bootstrapping, the value is of professional ethic or H1 is smaller than 1.96. Then the hypothesis is rejected. Then the value bootstrapping for professionalism and number or called H2 and leadership style or called H3 exceed the value of 1.96. Then the hypothesis is accepted. The following explanation can be explained by the next slide. Discussion. Professional ethics on the performance of government internal auditors. Based on the result of data processing, it can be concluded that professional ethics doesn't have a significant effect on the performance of government internal auditors. The results of the study are not aligned with the research conducted Chandra et al., Dewi and Tenaya, Yusuf and Rohma, which states that professional ethics has a positive effect on auditor performance. However, the results of the study are accordance with research conducted by Hayati et al. And Sapada et al., which shows that the results of professional ethics do not have significant effect on the performance of government internal auditors. This is because the principles of the code of ethics held by the auditor can be fully applied to the work that has been carried out. Chandra and Badera explained that professional ethics has a role setting standards of member behavior to conform to established norms. Professional ethics that are not obeyed by the auditors can cause a decrease in the performance of the auditors. Thus, It is stated that professional ethics cannot be used as a reference for auditor performance. Then, number two, professionalism on the performance of government internal auditors. Based on the result of the data processing, it can be concluded that professionalism can significantly have a positive effect on the performance of the government internal auditor. The result of the study are accordance with previous research by Istriani, Devi and Putra, Duyanto and Rufaida, Hayati et al., Lisda and Sukesi, which shows positive results between the influence of professionalism on the performance of government internal auditors. These results are in accordance with the theory of performance. Individual factors, namely professional expertise, can affect the performance of auditors. Professionalism is the personality of an auditor in carrying out professional service based on audit standards and having professional expertise in order to create a complement auditor in carrying out of audit work. Then these results are also in accordance with attribution theory. In intrinsic factor is the influence from within, where professional auditors in shaping personality can affect auditor performance. This influence indicates the higher the higher professionalism of the auditor, the higher the auditor performance will be. Thus, it is stated that professionalism can be used as a reference to the auditor performance. Researchers can conclude that auditors who have a high professionalism will improve auditor performance. Then number three, leadership style on the performance of government internal auditors. Based on the result of the data processing, it can be concluded that leadership style can have a positive influence on the performance of government internal auditors. The result of the study are accordance with previous research studied by Chandra et al., Natasha et al., Utama and Zulfikar, Novasari et al., Rahmadanti and Farah, which shows positive results between the influence of leadership style on the performance and of government internal auditors. These results are in accordance with the theory of performance. Organizational factors, namely leadership style, in a considerate and structured manner can affect the performance of auditors. Leadership style is a form of method implied by organizational leaders in influencing employees based on applicable ethics and norms to be able to improve auditor performance in working in accordance with predetermined goals. Then these results are also in accordance with attribution theory. Extrinsic factors, namely the influence from outside, where our organizational leader in certain circumstances or situations can affect the performance of the auditor. With this influence, it indicates that the higher leadership style carried out by the organizational leader in a premeditated and structured manner, the higher the auditor performance. This is because an auditor led by a good leader will be appreciated by his subordinates. Thus, in working, the auditor will show an increase in performance. Researchers can conclude that organizational leaders who have a high preamble and structured leadership style will improve auditor performance. Then chapter 5, closing. Conclusion. This research was conducted with the aim of examining the effect of professional ethics, professionalism, and leadership style on government internal auditor. In the study, the target sample or respondent are auditors who work at the DKI Jakarta Provincial BPK representative who have more than 1 year of experience as an auditor. The study used primary data obtained by questionnaires through an online form, Google form, with a total of 71 respondents. Based on the results of the analytical test that the researchers have carried out, the following are conclusions from the result of this study, namely as follows. Number one, professional ethics does not have a significant effect on the performance of government internal auditors. Number two, professionalism has a significant positive effect on the performance of government internal auditors. Number three, leadership style has a significant positive effect on the performance of government internal auditors. Then implication from the result of the study, there is implication. Number one, for BPK business of DKI Jakarta Province, researchers hope that this research can be used as an evaluation to be applied auditor professional ethics in accordance with the government internal auditor's code of ethics and professionalism in accordance with government internal supervisory apparatus audit standards or APAP, and can apply a preamble leadership style and structures in order to improve the performance of government internal auditors. Number two, for the public, researchers hope that this research can be used as educational material to get to know the work of auditing, especially in the scope of the government, which plays a role in providing confidence that the published accountability reports are accordance with the APAP audit standards applicable in Indonesia. Number three, for the researchers and academics, researchers hope that this research can be used as a material to develop knowledge, become a reference for further research related to the performance of government internal auditors, and as complement to previous research on the performance of government internal auditors. Then research limitations in research, the effect of the professional ethics, professionalism, and leadership style on the performance of government and auditor. There are limitations that researchers experience. The following: number one, research are quite difficult to disturbing questionnaires in the COVID-19 pandemic, which causes research delays due to the application of work from home, which causes research to distribute questionnaires using online form or Google form, so they have to wait in order to reach the minimum limit for fulfilling research samples. Number two, the study only use primary data from questionnaires, which result in the data obtained by the research not reflecting the actual condition and causing floating answer, and because of the respondents' lack of focus in answering the statement given. Number three, this study only focus on the variable studied, so it pay less attention to other variable that exist in previous studies. Then there is recommendation for further research. Number one, in future research, it's hope that it will be carried out when the auditor is not in a state of doing a lot of audit work, so that it can have a lot of data and easy to collect. Number two, in further research, it's expected to expand the research population outside the DKI Jakarta area, namely BPKP definitive to its region, so that the data obtained is more valid. Number three, it is hoped that further research can add interviews to their research in order to minimize the occurrence of a bias in the data obtained. Number three, it is hoped that further research can add other variables so that they have unique and diversity in their research. So there is my presentation about my research, about my thesis research. Sorry if there is not perfect for the presentation. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.